Hey, it is your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today. Much love going out to all the beautiful, empowered harmonizers. We are zooming in and focusing in on a great viewer comment, and that is from people who are suffering because they are a caregiver to a narcissist. Are you a caregiver to a narcissist? Is this someone who treats you with rudeness, with deference and lack of respect? Do they constantly treat their needs as more important than anything else? Do they raise their voice? Do they ignore you? Do they make you feel that you're inadequate and cause you to go on a guilt trip if you don't attend to their needs? There are a lot of people who have found themselves as a caregiver to a narcissist. It doesn't mean that they're elderly, sick, disabled, etc. You can become a caregiver to a completely healthy person because you have bought the needs of or been manipulated to the needs of a narcissist, and you become their caregiver. You're doing things for them that they should be able to do for themselves. Are you making their bed, doing their laundry, making their meals, driving them places, making their doctor appointments, making excuses for them, solving their problems all the time? And you're not getting the same, but yet you're starting to feel worthless. You're starting to feel ignored. You're starting to feel small, and you're getting a sense of shame. You're getting a sense of depression, and you're kind of wondering how long this is going to continue before you get yours. You're constantly giving them the attention or the affection. It is so hot. I am totally sweating. And oh well, that is the lights in the Peace and Harmony studio. It is hot. So anyway, if you are a caregiver to a narcissist, geez, I really do need like a bandana over here, or somebody bring me some water or a fan. Anyway, do you find that you're always the one who is giving? And furthermore, that you find yourself being extremely rewarded by giving, but at the end of the day, at the end of the hour, at the end of the month, you are shutting down. You are falling apart. You're falling apart, and you're not getting your needs met, but you're trying to run and be sustained by taking care of a narcissist, putting their needs first. What do they want to eat? What do they want to drink? You're finding recipes, drink recipes. You're finding things that solve their problems from their own issues, and you're attending to making their life better. And you, meanwhile, aren't getting the same in return. And furthermore, even worse, you have advised yourself that it's okay that you don't get your needs met because all you need to do is take care of others and everything will fall into place. Are you running your life on those commands? Is that what you are directing yourself and commanding yourself to do? And you're feeling empty, and it's starting to get really empty in here, guys. Are you finding that it's really starting to cause you to feel depleted, and you're a caregiver? You become then an enabler. You then find yourself enabling a narcissist. You're, changing your schedule around so you can be there to support them. They need to go out for a quick lunch. They need for you to review their business proposal. You find that you're doing their proofreading. You're putting together their PowerPoints. You're giving them their marketing ideas. You feel that you're being used. You're giving it all away for free. You're putting their needs first, and you don't even have any needs that are on the list. You've completely obliterated your needs. In fact, you're so far removed from your own needs that you don't even recognize that you have them anymore. You're no longer drinking water. You're drinking too much coffee. You're drinking too much pop, alcohol. You find that you don't really recognize yourself when you look in the mirror. Who is wearing that? Who is doing what for whom? Why am I leaving at this time of day or night in order to respond to their needs? Why am I missing my show or doing whatever because so-and-so needs something? Why am I dealing with their issues when they should be dealing with it themselves? because you've done it again and again and again, and you feel that that's the only way to be of service or value to this person, but you're doing yourself a disservice. You're not seeing and living according to your own value. You've become a caretaker and then an enabler. There's nowhere that you have signed up for this for a life sentence. Unless you've written a contract with a narcissist that says, to the end of time, I agree to be used and abused, then you have to liberate and you have to free yourself. You have to look at your caretaking behaviors. You have to be rigorously honest. You have to look at your enabling behaviors. To what degree am I taking care of another person or not receiving the care that I need because I'm hell-bent on taking care of another's? Being able to recognize, change, and adapt. Recognize, change, and adapt your behavior. See where you've let it go too far. See where you've overdone it, or the narcissist has overdone it and you've made excuses for them. It's okay to stop. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You need to take back your power, take your life back, and take your priorities and your standards and your boundary back. Take back your boundary. Oh, but peace and harmony, I've really let it go so far. I'm completely, feeling lost. If you're feeling lost, it's because you've lost touch with that inner direction, which is driven by your emotions and your dreams. Your dreams are no longer a thing. Your goals are no longer a thing. Your dream for your future and what you really want it to look like and be like is no longer on your list, and you're wondering why you're not doing the things that make you happy or get you to where you want to be, or where you have envisioned. Promises where you've been let down. Begin to pick up that inner spark and begin to pay more attention. Hold it in your vision. Hold it in your vision, even if it's difficult. A lot of people are so unpracticed with knowing their goals, their wants, their needs, and their dreams that they can't keep it in front of them for very long. Hold it in front of you for 5 seconds, 10 seconds. What does that dream look like? Who are you surrounding yourself with? What changes are you making? What do you look like? What do you sound like? What do you feel like? How are you carrying yourself? How is your decision making going? To what degree are you saying no, and to what degree are you saying yes? And to what degree do you need to change these things? It's okay to draw the line. Oh, but they're going to leave me. Oh, but this is going to happen. They're going to think less of me. Then so be it. If someone does not support you and your dreams and your goals and your energy, then they ain't good for you. They ain't, they ain't your equal. They ain't your pal. They're not believing in your ability to create, manifest, and create for yourself and grow. And growing is painful. It is painful. It hurts to make changes. It hurts to say I made a mistake. It hurts to say I need to do something different. It hurts to say I need to do better for myself. These are painful statements. But to err is to be human. To err, to make a mistake, is to be human. It's time for you to own your humanness. This is just who it is. A narcissist, though, oftentimes those people, who are very narcissistic, they want you to live the game, the lie. They want you to act as if, not attend to your feelings. Oh, don't cry. We don't want to see your tears. We don't want to hear about your reality. Let's just go ahead and pretend. Your reality could be that you have health issues. Your reality could be that you have financial challenges. Your reality could be that you're really disturbed by taking care of them all the time. Your reality could be that you're focusing too much on their negative self-limiting beliefs and trying to help them. This needs to be corrected. You need to reevaluate where the needle is pointing and redirect yourself. Like an airplane, you are constantly being thrown off course. An airplane constantly is readjusting its course. Wind is coming at it, gusts of clouds, what have you, and its system knows how to automatically recalculate, recalibrate, and get back on course. It keeps what is known as a trajectory. Your life is very much the same way. You need to set it back on course. You need to have a vision of where it's going. Keep that trajectory going. The smallest little change that you make now will have huge results in where you land in the future. Your trajectory could either get you on course or close to where you want to be, or it could be way off course because you haven't adapted and adjusted and recalibrated and recalculated. Begin to use the role of metacognition in being able to think about what you're thinking about and catch yourself in those moments when you need to recalibrate, readjust, and adapt, and to keep yourself more on track and on goal and on pace with where you need and want to be. And to then begin to stop enabling and stop caretaking of another. Begin to slowly make a change in the other direction. A lot of people will feel guilty. They'll feel bad. They'll buy into the guilt trip. What do you mean you're taking time for yourself? What do you mean you're taking a new class? You can't make it here, you can't make it there. If they aren't supportive, they aren't supportive. Then they are not in your best interest in helping you to elevate yourself and ascend. It's important to be able to transcend and ascend and to recognize that and come into the humility and to realize that to err is to human, to make a mistake is to be human. This is what it is. If a narcissist can't live and breathe with you in that space, then you don't need to live and breathe with them in that space. You need to understand that to make a mistake is human. If they can't see you through that, if they are living in their entitlement and their grandiosity, and you can't just be, then you need to see how you're depriving yourself of a vital emotional component of being able to be in touch with your needs and to self-actualize. And furthermore, if this is, if they're trying to hold you back and hinder you because they're threatened by your growth, then you need to acknowledge this and validate that. Because then they're going to be then a component of blame. Eventually in life you're going to feel that you let yourself down or others have let you down. Don't live in that state of regret. Begin to correct it now while you have the understanding and the knowledge, and get the wisdom to back yourself up. Take care of yourself. Remove the guilt that you have felt that's hindered you back from listening to those clear messages, and become humble enough to know that there is a power greater than you that has you in its palm, that has you in its embrace. If you can acknowledge and validate that, then you need to be able to take a moment and breathe that truth in. That there is something bigger and greater than you that is running through your life. Acknowledge and validate that and give honor and homage to that, and begin to live in that humility and begin to embrace that. And once you do, and then check in with that higher ascended being and experience and acknowledge that presence. If you can do that more frequently, you'll find yourself taking better care of yourself and stopping the caretaking and enabling of another's that's gotten you into trouble, hot water, financial problems, emotional problems, relationship problems, dysfunctional ways of thinking, behaving, feeling, and doing. And then, and so you need to have that humility and that humbleness, and to live within your own body and acknowledge and validate that there is a higher being, there is a higher purpose, there is higher wisdom and infinite intelligence that is surrounding you in your life, and it's there to communicate with. But that is the relationship that you need to develop and hone in on. Not only caretaking, but begin to check in and develop a relationship, a conversation, a relating to and a connecting to that higher power that has greater intelligence. Say, if you exist, please reveal yourself to me. What are my next steps? How do I become my best version? And acknowledge and validate it, and develop a relationship. And that is relating within, Okay, so it's calling forth that conversation in that relationship within. Whatever you want to call it, make it personal. It is yours. Begin to claim it. Claim it. It doesn't matter if you're in business, politics, retail, therapy, whatever it is. As a human being, this is part of being human. So this will help you to recalibrate and get back in alignment with your energy centers and your clarity of purpose and your clarity of vision and your clarity sort of as it surrounds you. You need to get really crystal clear and allow the light to enter into and permeate that of your being, which not only is in your body, but is all around you. So you need to be able to transcend and ascend as you go on in through your day. So, people get stuck in the bad behaviors. It's because you're not using that role of metacognition, thinking about what you're thinking about, being able to auto-correct yourself, manually correct it, get your hands around it, get your perception and your vision around it, and begin to sculpt it and make it into what it needs to be, and so that is front and center in driving you. I hope this makes sense. This is your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today, and I hope that you acknowledge and validate and take a moment of reflection and call that into your awareness and call that into your breath and call that into your heart and allow it to reveal itself to you. Do it today. See it today, feel it, know it, and solidify and secure yourself in that knowledge. Peace out.